Hi there! Welcome to the second video in our introductory Python programming course. You can find a link to the course playlist down in the description box. In this video, we will show you how to get started with Python. For the best coding experience, there are two things you should get: Python and a separate application that can make writing code much easier. Our application of choice for data science is Jupyter, either Jupyter Notebooks or Jupyter Lab. When you install Python, it does come with a simple code editor, but Jupyter makes coding much easier. You can compare this to writing in Notepad versus writing in Microsoft Word. Jupyter is a web-based application that allows us to interactively write and run code for Python and other programming languages. It displays results directly under each code section you run. This includes numbers, text graphs, images, tables, and error messages, etc. It also allows you to document or put comments for your code with different format options all on one page. So these features are unique to notebook type applications, and they have made notebooks in general the preferred choice for a lot of data scientists. Jupyter Notebooks also includes features like code completion and syntax error highlighting. Jupyter Lab is a more advanced version of Jupyter Notebooks that offers more flexibility and features. We will mostly be using Jupyter Lab for this course, but just an FYI, there are other applications you can use, either code editors or IDEs. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. We will see some of these briefly in this video in a little while. We will give you two options for getting Python and Jupyter. You can either use a free online resource, or you can download and install those two on your computer. Using Python online is the easiest option since little or no setup is required, which is perfect for beginners. Also, all your laptop needs to be able to do is to connect to the internet. However, installing on your computer will give you a lot more control. In this course, we will mostly use a downloaded version of Python in Jupyter Lab, but the experience should be pretty much the same online for what we're going to recommend to you. Let's start with the free online resource. To access it, you will go to the Jupyter website. I think this is the easiest option, and it's from the same organization that made Jupyter, so it will be as close as it gets to the downloaded version. Let's get started. Oh wait, actually, before we go, if you would rather just install on your computer, we have chapters in this video, so you can skip to that section directly on the video or in the description box. Okay, let's get started again. We are now on the Project Jupyter homepage. That's jupyter.org. You can find a link to that in the description box. So we'll scroll down to find the section that says Jupyter Lab, a next generation notebook interface. So we'll click on Try It in your browser. That's that orange button there. Let's click that. This will take you to the Try Jupyter webpage. And scroll down again to see these three options here. So right now, this is an experimental interface that runs entirely in your browser for free. It does give you a disclaimer here that there may be bugs or unexpected behavior, but it's worked just fine for me. No login is required. Actually, there doesn't seem to be an option to create an account. Because of that, it seems it can only store your notebooks for an unknown limited amount of time. This could be a day or a month. I think it depends on how long your browser caches or stores these pages. So just keep that in mind. It's mostly meant to just try out Jupyter, and this is good enough for this course. But later on, when you get a hang of coding, we will suggest another free environment that requires login, so it stores things. It's called Kaggle. The reason we don't suggest it right away is because it doesn't look exactly like Jupyter, so it may be harder to follow at the beginning. But you can go to the website. We'll put the link down in the description box to find instructions on how to get started. By the website, I mean our website, Data Science PC. So let's get back to the page click on Jupyter Lab here. And just wait a little bit more loads. Oh, there we go. Now we're in Jupyter Lab. The first page you will see should be this intro page. You can read through that if you would like, but I will close it up by clicking the X next to the name here at the top. And we'll discard. We don't need it. And we're going to create a new notebook. So there's a couple of ways to do this. The simplest way at this point is using this launcher that appears in place of the page that we just closed. So go to the notebook section of the launcher and just click on Python Pyodide. I think that's right. There we go. And now we have a new notebook already. Another way to create a new notebook is if you go to the left navigation bar here, just right click and you can click on new notebook here. And that should prompt you to select Pyodide again, and then it will create a new notebook, but we're not going to show that here. So the next thing we want to do is to rename this notebook. So we're going to go to the top to the name untitled .ipynb, right click on that and click on rename notebook. We're going to name it something that I already have copied. Let's see if I still have it. No, I'll just type it in then. DSP in all caps. We're going to do this in all caps. Lesson 1. This will make it easy to see compared to the other ones. Just rename. There we go. And now you are pretty much ready to start coding. The next time you want to go back to this page, you can just follow the steps again. If maybe the browser didn't cache it or didn't store it, you have to create another notebook again and then start afresh. But you can always go to our website to see all the code that we will go through in our course. So you can move on to the next video to learn how to run Python in Jupyter Lab. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is to show you how to download and install Python and Jupyter on your computer through Anaconda. This is the easiest way to do this. So let's go to the Anaconda homepage. I have it open already, so we're just going to click that. And Anaconda is a free software made by data scientists for data scientists. It comes with Python and many popular code editors all in one install. It also has many things that data scientists need already installed. So to install Anaconda, we will navigate to the download button here, bottom left. I believe it automatically detects what operating system you have. I have Windows, so I've got Windows there for the download. If it's the right operating system, let's click on that and it will start downloading the installer here. So I'll just go back here to show something else, go back to the home page. If for whatever reason this button isn't showing the right operating system, you can click on Get Additional Installers and it will show you all the choices, all the options for install, and you can install from there instead. But we're just going to wait for now for this installer to install. Download is complete. So I'll click on that installer. We're going to click next here and, terms and conditions. I agree. It's asking us if we want to install for all users or just me. So I think I'll install for just me because when you install for all users, it does, you can run into issues like admin issues. So just me be sufficient, showing me where it's going to store, and that's good. And all these settings are good as well. And let it install. Installation is complete now. It took more than 5 minutes, so I stepped away. I think it's about 6-7 minutes, but it's done now. So we'll click next here and click next again. And then we'll click finish. That's done. It's going to pop up some stuff and we don't need that. We'll close that for now. And then we're going to go to our search panel and search for Anaconda Navigator. Oh, I guess I already searched for it before. There you go, Anaconda Navigator. Click on that. It takes some time to open on my end. I'm not sure if everyone experiences the same thing. It just keeps popping this dark tab in and out. It's open now. It's opened. And the weird thing is, it's telling me that the application is not updated, but I just installed it. So that's kind of weird. We'll click no, remind me later for now, and I'll take a look at that later. But here is Anaconda. We've got different applications here on this home page. And the ones that we're interested in are Jupyter Lab here and Jupyter Notebook. So if an application is already installed, you will see the launch button. But if it's not installed, you see the install button here. We will open Jupyter Lab in a moment, but I did just want to talk about two other applications in here. So we have Spider here, and Spider is my second favorite after Jupyter. It looks a lot like, or works a lot like RStudio, the IDE for R, and I just really like that setup. And then there's PyCharm. I haven't used it personally, but lots of people say it's a pretty good IDE as well. All right, let's go and open Jupyter Lab. We'll click that launch button under Jupyter Lab, and it should start launching Jupyter Lab. It will take a little bit of time here, but once it's open, it should open in the browser. There we go. Right, it's opening. Great. This is Jupyter Lab. And to the left here, the left navigation bar, you've got all your different folders. So if you want to store your files in a specific place, just click on that and navigate to whatever folder that you want to store it in. I'm okay with just having it here. Maybe later on I'll change that. But let's look at this section here. We've got the launcher. So this is how you can create a new notebook, and let's do that together. Under notebook, we've got Python 3. We'll click on that, and then it opens up on Jupyter Notebook, and here we are. What we will do is to rename it, and we'll go to the top where it says untitled.ipynb. That's the title. We'll right click that and click on rename notebook. And I'm going to rename it to DSP lesson 1 for next time, and rename. We're pretty much ready to move on to the next lesson. I'm just going to show you how to exit out of here properly. So we'll save this notebook here, then we'll go to File and Shut Down. And confirm that we want to shut down, let it shut down. So it tells you you can close this tab now, and to use Jupyter again, you need to relaunch it. And that's what we need to do next time. So I will just close that web page. The next time you need to open Jupyter Lab, you can follow the same steps and open it from the Anaconda Navigator, but I rarely do this. Here are two other ways to launch Jupyter Lab that I think are much faster. Let's close Anaconda Navigator here, and yes, we want to quit. Let it close. Then we'll go to our search bar and let's type in Jupyter. And you see Jupyter Notebook appear as the best match there. You will not see Jupyter Lab. It just doesn't appear when you search, but you can open Jupyter Lab from Jupyter Notebook. So let's do that. Let's click on Jupyter Notebook, and it'll open this black tab, start writing some things in there. We'll just wait for that, and then after it should open the browser. There we go. Great, so this is Jupyter Lab. So to get, Jupyter Notebook. So to get to Jupyter Lab, we need to go to the URL there and replace tree, which is at the end there after the slash. Let's replace tree with lab, all lower caps. I'm just going to highlight that and type lab instead. So after you've done that, you can click enter, and it should take you to Jupyter Lab. Just wait for it to fully load there. Great, perfect. So this is one way. I'm just going to shut down this so I can show you the second option, or technically option 3. Shut down, shut down. Yep, it stopped, and that black tab has disappeared as well, which is good. Close that. So the second option is we're going to go to our search bar again and search Anaconda prompt instead of navigator. So let's open that prompt. That one is much quicker. So wait for it to show this base URL, and then we'll type Jupyter Lab, all lower caps and with a space between Jupyter and Lab, and then we'll click enter. And once we do that, it should also pop up Jupyter Lab. I just won't show it here because you've seen it a number of times. But thank you so much for watching. And in the next video, we're going to show you how to write Python in Jupyter Lab. So I'll see you there. Bye.